Greetings, welcome, and thanks so much for joining me. It's Christian of Standing Stones Healing, and in this week's episode of the Build Your Reiki Business podcast, we're talking about blogs. Yes, blogs for your Reiki business. Now, before you say to me, Christian, blogs, that's so like 2003. Does anyone even do blogs anymore? Yes, indeed. Blogs are alive and well. Blogs are something that are indeed also very helpful for your Reiki business. And so in this week's episode of the podcast, I'll drop the link down below so that you can tune in. I talk about the use of blogs for our Reiki business. Now, blogs, of course, this is what a web builder would call them. I like to call them articles. I think it's a little bit more professional than the term blog, which, as we know, blogs started way back when and were often very personal in nature. People talking about their personal exploits, their likes, their dislikes, what they ate for dinner, and things like that. But for our Reiki business website, we can use blog articles as a way to bring people to our website, as a way to bring traffic to our website. And ultimately, for a lot of Reiki business owners, it's very helpful for us to bring traffic to our website where they can learn more about us, learn more about our Reiki business and the services, products, goods that we offer, and many of us sell, whether our sessions or products on our website. And so because our website is where we oftentimes have our transactions for our Reiki business, we want people to be coming to our website. You know, even if someone visits our website for the first time and they don't make a purchase or they determine that our business is not the right fit for them, that's okay. The fact that they came, they found out about us, they learned about our Reiki business is positive, and who knows, they might be back. They have to visit once in order to visit twice. So if they visit the first time, then they might indeed come back for a second time. And one thing that can bring them back is having a blog, having articles for them to check out and to get their questions answered. You know, one of the ways that we can approach a blog is to answer questions. There's actually a formula for content creation that's called ASQ, Answer Simple Questions. And so all you do is that you just say, okay, what are some simple questions that someone who is interested in the kinds of things that I offer, Reiki sessions, for instance, what are some simple questions that they might ask and that they might want to know the answers to? And then we simply answer those questions in our blog articles, our posts, our videos, whatever it might be. And we can be offering help and assistance through answering those simple questions. You know, one of the simple questions that I answer on my website blog is, do Reiki practitioners see dead people? Do Reiki practitioners see dead people? Now, this is not a question that I would have thought to answer on my blog, but this was a question that I got. And so I answered it. And so what did I do then? I put the answer on my website, on my blog. And would you believe that this is one of my top blog articles on my website? Yes, indeed. Month after month, it gets a lot of views, and it is the #1 article on my website. Do Reiki practitioners see dead people? I talk about it in this week's episode of the podcast, but I just find it so funny and amusing that this is my #1 article. But when people visit and they read that article, they have a great chance of checking out other articles on my website and reading other blog articles to learn more and to get their questions asked and answered. You know, if no one if the person who reads the Do Reiki Practitioners See Dead People article and doesn't purchase a session, doesn't join Build Your Reiki Business or anything else, if they do not spend a single dollar, that's absolutely quite all right by me, because I don't know about you, but I'm also here in my Reiki business to help people. And I'm here to offer encouragement and assistance, education, and knowledge. And so if someone reads Do Reiki Practitioners See Dead People and they go off and never hear from me again, never visit me again, never purchase a session or a product, that's absolutely okay, because they have been helped. And so our blogs are not just a way for people to get to know us, to like us, to trust us, but they're also a way for us to just simply help. And my guess is that you are here to help with your Reiki business. I know that I sure am as well. And so definitely blogs are awesome to bring people to your Reiki business website and to help. Here are some tips for writing blog articles. Now, I talk about it in this week's podcast, but when I first started my blog years ago, I abandoned it because I was like, I can't keep up with this. I got a lot going on, and it's a lot to write an article, a long article, and put a lot of thought into it. And here's the thing, everyone, I have a master's degree in English, and I was like, I don't know if I can keep up with this. And so I abandoned it. But I had a great conversation with the University of Pittsburgh, who said to me, it would be a really good idea for you to have a blog on your website in order to help bring traffic to your website. And I said, oh gosh, I had one, but I just couldn't keep up with it. And they said, you know what? Your articles don't have to be 1,000 words long. They don't have to be 1,000 words. And for me, it was like a light bulb went off. And I was like, holy cow, are you kidding me? I don't have to write long articles. No, indeed, you do not have to write long articles. Now, I want to encourage you to go to my website, standingstoneshealing.com. You can even go straight to the articles/articles. And I want you to check out some of my blog articles. Indeed, they are not 1,000 words long. I'm going to give you a secret right here. As a matter of fact, I didn't share this secret in the podcast episode because, quite frankly, I didn't have time. But here is the secret. When I offer an answer to a question in a Facebook group, for instance, and it's a long answer, I take that answer, I copy it and paste it, and I make a blog article out of it. Now, these are short, simple, sweet, and to the point blog articles, so that when someone is Googling, do Reiki practitioners see dead people, they can see my short little blog article that gets right to the point and gives them the answer. And so my blog articles do not go on and on. Yes, indeed, I do have longer articles on my website. I do have articles that are a little bit longer, but you're going to find plenty of short articles. And the secret is that when I answer a long answer in my Facebook groups, for instance, I do not let that go to waste. When we take a lot of time to answer someone's question in detail on social media, that person might not see it. That person might see it and it might help them, yes. But that person might not see it. Someone else might see it and it might help that person, yes. But we can repurpose that answer so that all of the time and effort that we put into answering someone's question doesn't go to waste. It can go to greater use by helping more people. And we can do that by simply copying it and pasting it into our website as a blog article and then adding a little bit more to it. As I've seen that more people have seen the Do Reiki Practitioners See Dead People article, as more and more people see that, what have I done? I went back and I made that article better. I added more information. I added a call to action on the article so that when people visit it, they've got more information there than just the little bit that I had there in the first place. Now, something that's also really helpful for a blog article for your Reiki business website is to have a call to action. So something for someone to do after they read your article, for them to have something else to do. And that might be, here's another article to read, or here is a video on my YouTube channel to check out. I'll do this frequently with my podcast episodes where I will turn them into blog articles and then drop the YouTube video to check out the podcast episode at the bottom of the blog article. So now not only have they benefited from the article, but they can check out the podcast episode to learn more. And now they're on my YouTube channel where I have plenty of other resources for them as well. So that's another tip for your Reiki business blog. It's easy to dismiss a blog and say, oh, a blog, it's so 2003, and who reads blogs anymore? But people do. When we search for things, when we Google things, what is often coming up is blog articles, whether we realize it or not. When we search for something like, why did I feel sick after a Reiki session? That gets a lot of views on my blog too. What we're finding when we search it is blog articles like mine. And so I encourage you not to dismiss having a blog on your Reiki business website, but to know that indeed it can be very helpful for bringing traffic to your website. One more thing about blogs that's important is that Google and other search engines favor longevity. So the longer that something is online, the greater chance that it is going to be viewed as credible. So what this means for websites is that when you have a website that has been around for a while, Google ranks it as being more credible. And so when you have a blog article on your website that's been there longer, Google is going to rate it as more credible. Now, the longer it's been on your website, the greater chance that someone's going to see it. The more people who visit your website, the more Google will show it in the search results. And so that means that that Do Reiki Practitioners See Dead People article that gets a lot of views, it's going to get more views in the future because it has already gotten views. And Google is just going to keep rating it higher and higher in search results and show it to more and more people because it's been seen by people and more people and more people. It has a compounding effect. What that means is that it's a great idea to start your Reiki business website blog right now. And remember, you don't have to write 1,000 words. So thank you so very much. I appreciate your comments. Yes, definitely go read that blog article now. I love it. Yes, check it out. Read about Reiki practitioners seeing dead people. It's there. You can find it. You can read all about it. I have so many blog articles on my website. At this point, I publish about one per week, about 3 per month. I actually need to increase that number. Full disclosure, I have so much content that I could do more in terms of the blog articles. Another thing you can do is that you can take your YouTube videos and turn those into blog articles. For instance, you can take the transcripts for your YouTube videos and turn those into articles. This is how I turn my podcast episodes into blog articles, is that I take the transcript from the video, and then I just turned the transcript into a short article. So because those podcast episodes are, 20 to 30 minutes, those articles on my blog are a bit longer than some of the shorter ones where I am just answering questions on Facebook. So there are lots of ways that you can create your blog. The main thing here is simply repurposing the content you already make. So often on our content creation journey, we think we have to reinvent the wheel. We have to make up new things. We have to create new things. But we can repurpose and reuse the stuff that we already have. And when we do that, we are creating a just vast treasure trove of content. Someone said to me not too long ago that I have an archive. And it's true, I do. You've got a question, I can point you to a YouTube video or a blog article to help you with that. And when I do that, not only am I helping someone, but I'm also sending them to a place where they can get more help through my YouTube channel or my website blog. And so it's really awesome to be able to help people in that way, not just through a comment on Facebook, but through an article or a video. So I'm sending lots of blessings and best wishes to your blog. And if you haven't yet started one, I hope I've encouraged you to start a blog for your Reiki business website. So I'm sending lots of blessings and best wishes, and thank you so very much.